What's going on, YouTube?
What's up?
We're here, you're there.
Like always.
We got the bat phone rang.
I don't think we do.
Yeah, it rang.
It rang?
Yeah, the bat phone rang. Oh, I didn't tell you about that. See, the problem is I can't tell you we have a bat phone because you would use it as a personal phone.
Fair point. It is a very fair point.
Yeah.
It would be an active phone, but it would never get used because it's just stuck on my shelf.
No, I fully believe you'd be like, hello. I mean, stop using the bat phone. It's for emergencies only.
But this is an emergency.
Exactly. Yeah, 2 large pizzas.
See,
Anyways.
it's a food emergency.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So who called us and what they want us to do?
So Nick Nocturnal called us because Termina has a brand new track out there they want us to react to.
Mm-hmm. They heard we were probably metalheads and we should probably react to things like that. So we said, yeah, why not?
Keyword is probably.
Yeah. So let's see what the
time is.
Oh, at the edge of time. The song title does help, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does a little bit.
I'm so anxious to get into this, I skipped the song title. Anyways, let's see what an edge of time is.
All right.
There's a flash warning. Well, that's pretty fun.
That's a very kaleidoscope intro.
Yeah, I kind of like that. All right, coming out swinging. Makes sense. Oh, we're
And then the piano outro.
Well, was, is it just me, or did that, it came up to me as a Hold My Beer song.
What makes you give that vibe?
Just because the vocalist came out swinging and put like everything out there. The cleans were good. He did the super deep gutturals. That crazy breakdown to an end.
That's true.
Because you were like, because the broken fade out vocal, yeah, it was weird. But then they
brought back the broken vocal a little bit more on.
Well, that was also teeing up that very different and non-predictable breakdown end.
True. I think it was just one of the. It's probably like that producer call I've never really heard before. I'm like, it's like oddly placed.
Yeah.
It is a little like why on the fade out? It makes no sense. But then, like you said, like when we got into the actual breakdown, they actually brought it back, and we're like, okay, bring in those effects. Yeah, like it's kind of like a prelude. Yeah. So it makes sense. I really do wish a lot of the lead guitar work was actually up in the mix. Like we said in the past.
Yeah.
There's a reason why it's called lead guitar.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be up in the mix. I get like a lot of the big thing about modern contemporary metal nowadays, or whatever people call it, is that the rhythm, that's what people like the most. Like the chugging riffs and everything. But I'm like, it gets overplayed really, really quickly because every band out there is doing it.
Well, yeah, and he was doing some pretty cool finger work and stuff like that at one point. I was like,
I really would like that to showcase.
Even if you just for that, just kick it up a little bit.
Yeah. It's like chugs are cool and all, but like I like riffs.
Yeah.
Like actual intricate riffs. And that explains why, like, back in the day I was like big in like Ball for My Valentine, Trivium, like all those bands, like the big metalcore bands like Killswitch and whatnot. I'm like, I like riffs.
That also explains why you're in a riff-centric band.
That does explain it. Scream wise, I did like it. Like I love the gutturals. I love the range of Scream because he goes from like low gutturals to like high shriek screams. I'm still finicky about the clean vocals.
So yeah, I really like those cleans.
I'm a little hit and miss on them. I have a reason why.
Would you like to share with the class?
I mean, obviously, I would sing parts and stuff like that, but I know you don't want to deal with that in the heading bay. But it's like, yes, he can sing. Mm-hmm. And I think it's because in my head, there's two different spectrums of singers. There's singers that can sing, like, yeah, I can sing this part and like get the range, but and that's like a singer. But I draw more attention and I gravitate towards vocalists actually showcasing.
Oh, yeah, you've mentioned this before.
The shade of their actual capabilities, adding legato and vibrato, and actually utilizing all of those little nuances. I love those nuances that actually showcase, like, yeah, I can sing, adding the vibrato on like those notes and whatnot. Like, yeah, you can hold out a note and like get into that upper range, but I'm like, what else can you do? Mm-hmm. Like actually put some nice vocal runs and like those sustains and whatnot.
It makes sense. You're a vocalist.
And I'm a vocalist.
You're gonna be a little harsher on it.
I am gonna be a little harsher on it. And like I think that's just the different.
Yeah. On the flip side of it, I love the cleans because they fit the piece perfectly, and it worked. Tonally, it worked. So that's the beauty of being a musician and a vocalist.
So I'm kind of.
I'm in.
I'm a little hit and miss on it because I think my metal needs have drastically changed over the years.
So Termina's not fulfilling your needs?
Termina sounds like every generic brocore band, in my opinion. I'm like, sorry guys.
It's not fair. So I like this one. This is probably my favorite one of the ones that they've given us and I've heard. Mm-hmm. This is, like I said, this is the Hold My Beer to me. Like, yeah, what's a little segment? Yeah, just hold on here.
Yeah.
So then that breakdown just got me enamored. I'm gonna listen to that a couple times just because I'm like, I want to know what you're doing there, so I might be able to borrow from it.
Yeah,
to be very honest,
I think I'm just being a little too overly critical.
You're being a vocal nerd.
Yeah, that's true.
As a professional vocalist, I expect nothing else.
Okay.
So, all right.
It's warranted.
So this is Termina.
Yeah,
That's your time.
That's your time.
I'm gonna put it on my list. there's some reservations on this side. It happens.
Yes. Like I said, like my core needs have kind of dwindled within the recent years.
Fine.
So
until next time, you two.
see you guys then.